think about what it was that like Meghan couldn't talk about, because now she can talk about anything and she only talks about herself. And honestly, I think the royal family would have let her talk about herself. Like, they would have loved for her to talk about fake cooking and fake homemaking and whatever.
Every time you open your mouth, those buck teeth come flying at the camera like it's trying to escape your face. And then you use that same mouth to spew bile about other people. You look rabid. You sound rabid. Who hurt you? You sit online ranting about cooking, homemaking, and anything else you can twist into bitterness. Especially about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. But if we're being honest, she's your carrot, silly rabbit. We know you need her to pay your bills. But here's the real question. Why are you so angry? Why are you so bitter? Nobody that pressed, nobody that venomous is living a happy life. And the proof? Emily Chang asked Meghan a thoughtful question about anonymity, and you couldn't help yourself. You jumped in and spat out die.
If you had total anonymity for a month, what would you do?
Die.
That wasn't normal. That wasn't right. It was bitter, it was ugly, and it showed exactly how empty you are inside. People don't hold that much hatred unless they're choking on their own misery. That kind of venom doesn't come from strength. It comes from emptiness. You're furious because every time Meghan walks into a room, she's met with love, joy, and admiration. She's embraced, she's celebrated, she brings people happiness just by existing. And that eats at you. You see her shining, and it's a reminder of everything missing in your life. That's why your every word drips with animosity. You don't resent her for what she does. You resent her for what she has. Love, joy, peace, and freedom. And every time the world shows her love, it shines a light of how bitter and hollow you really are.
Harry's already in the United Kingdom with the 2 kids. This was negotiated back in July. And Meghan Markle, there's nothing Meghan Markle can do against the UK most powerful royal family in the world, can she?
Paula M. really thinks reading Radar Online headlines on YouTube and reposting them on TikTok makes her look informed? Girl, it doesn't. It makes you look broke and desperate for clicks. She claimed Harry is in the UK with the kids. No receipts, no photos, no credible coverage, just Radar Online, a gossip site infamous for fake divorces, alien baby stories, and royal fan fiction. Quoting that like it's news doesn't make you look informed. It makes you look unintelligent. Then she repeated the HRA and bowing lie. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, never demanded titles or curtsies. And the truth is, Harry, a decorated veteran, has real security threats because of his military service and his family's visibility. But Paula wouldn't know that because checking facts doesn't pay as fast as repeating trash. Every one of these so-called takes is just Radar Online tabloid trash. Repeating it doesn't make you look credible, Paula. It makes you look like a beggar running on desperation, stretching lies into rent money.
It's 20 years of the Well Child Awards, and we are here at the Royal Lancaster Hotel in London for what has been a very emotional award ceremony. We're about to catch up with the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry. So 20 years of Well Child and 17 years as a patron. I know it's probably a difficult question to pick one, but is there an emotional moment that you remember that stands out from all the rest?
Emotional moment? There's quite a few. I think once you become a parent yourself, everything changes. It's emotional enough not being a parent and seeing what these families go through, but then when you have your own kids or when you're expecting your own kids, that's when it really hits you. And I remember one of these years I choked up on stage, and that was exactly it. I'm so grateful to have healthy kids and for what these mums and dads go through every single day and smiling and pushing on through, and you can see they're just so proud of their kids and they'll do absolutely anything. And I just think that, you know, there's the courage of the kids, but the parents often get left out of the conversation. So we're going to do we're going to do as much as we can to encourage or to make it possible for these parents to go on date nights to be able to get some relief, you know, because that's such a big piece to this, and it's been a constant for the last 17 years. So yeah, I'm just really happy that this charity is still going strong at the 20-year point.
That's really lovely. My second question was going to be about the fact that you had become a father, but that recognition of the importance of a date night, the importance of parents being able to have a moment to themselves, because being a parent is all-consuming anyway.
Yeah.
But when you're looking after a child with complex needs, is that
It's
something
huge.
that? Yeah.
I mean, you only have to hear these stories, and so many people get to see the awards, they see the write-up in the press, but very few people get to meet the parents and the kids themselves. I consider myself privileged and very, very lucky to be able to spend the time with them before each awards ceremony and hear their stories, read up their stories before, but then hear their stories from themselves, and they're so humble. I always say, so okay, why have you been nominated? Oh, I don't know. Well, what have you been up to? Oh, not much. It's like, that's not true. I know your story. Tell me. And you've eventually extracted out of them, and you can see this big smile come across their face. And I think that, as I said just now, so many of us can learn so much from them. The way that they approach life, the way they tackle every single day, and the family unit and the community that support them. Yeah, as you quite rightly pointed out, parents. It's a lot for parents, even more so now than probably 20 years ago. But for these parents, I have just an insane amount of respect for them, and whatever support that we collectively can give them. If you live next to a family with a child with complex medical conditions, then offer help. It's not always that easy because you need to be trained to be able to give them the confidence to go out. But I think just that moment of relief and being able to spend some time on each other and together is a huge piece to it.
It keeps the family together, the strength that they need.
Yeah.
You were brought up from a very young age, understanding the importance of helping others. Do you remember a moment where you realised that working with a charity like Well Child was your calling? And also, how important do you think it is for us to bring our children up understanding that message, that it's important to help other people?
You know what? There's no specific moment. I think that for so many people, helping other people helps you as well, and it's really important for perspective. I think these children, especially the siblings, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids who have sacrificed so much. They've sacrificed their friends, their school, their community because they've had to move somewhere to make sure that their younger sister or younger brother has got the care that they need. And again, that's just remarkable to see so many young kids, teenagers, who we all know what teenagers want to be doing, but they've given all that up to spend dedicated care towards their kids. And in those instances, the parents are able to get some relief because the 14 and 15-year-old kid is there, looking after their siblings. So to me, I think that I personally get so much out of helping other people, and I think that certainly that's what I'll be teaching my kids, and hopefully everybody else does as well, because the impact and the effect is immense.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well Child Awards, generously supported by our friends at GSK, who have been remarkably quiet this evening. There we go, 3 tables, much quieter, and now committed for the next 20 years. Thank you. 20 years, that's quite something. Though looking around this room tonight, I think most of you are proof that Well Child just keeps getting stronger with age. For 2 decades, this event has shone a bright spotlight on the needs of children and young people living with complex medical conditions. But more than that, it has celebrated something far bigger. Your courage, your resilience, and the extraordinary love of the families and carers who never stop showing up for you. I still remember my very first Well Child Awards 18 years ago. Before a beard, I had hair. You know what it's like. And I walked into the room, and within about 3 minutes, I realised two things. The love and energy in the room was palpable, and so too was the unpredictability. And second, that I was completely hooked on it all. This night has been the highlight of my year ever since, and it's all because of you guys. These children, this cause, and our Well Child community. Thank you for showing us the light when all too often darkness can consume us. As so much has happened since those early days, for me, for you, and for Well Child. The world has thrown a fair few challenges our way, but through it all, Well Child has remained rock solid in its mission, to give children and young people with complex medical needs the chance to thrive, not in hospital, but at home, surrounded by family, friends, and community. And the growth of this charity tells its own story. Since those early days, 311 World Child Award winners have inspired us with their bravery. And today, a 53-strong team of World Child nurses are out there making an enormous difference. Add to that, a community of more than 3,600 families, plus support programs reaching even further, and you see the real impact of what has been built here. More than ever, World Child's mission must be our shared priority. Tonight, I'd ask each and every one of you to think about how you can play your part, whether through support, awareness, or action, like running a marathon. You're fully committed to that. To help advance this crucial work. As patron, I couldn't be prouder to see how far this charity World Child has come. I want to pay tribute to everyone who's made that journey possible. Gary, and then people hiding in the corner, you are instrumental to this, and of course GSK doing this for the next 20 years.
Okay, what I would give to be a guest on the Meghan Markle show, like having this woman kind of in a very sweet yet like slightly condescending way tell me that like I have no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen would heal this part of me that like I don't even think I knew existed. There is something about her. I love her energy. I think anyone watching the show that's like, and sure, I'm just getting ready for the comments on this TikTok. I'm just being like, she ruined the royal family and she's a stealer of men and, all the shit. All the sexist and racist shit that all of you guys say. Yeah, I'm calling it out. It's true. If you guys have anything bad to say about her show on Netflix, it's crazy. Because she is just like a loving little rich, beautiful ball of sunshine. And all she's doing is sprinkling like florals onto French toast. And people are like, how could she? I hate her. I'm like, get over it.
I want to talk about Meghan Markle for a second. Just 1 second. I am a Meghan Markle stan. If you're not, keep scrolling. Anyway, when she had her first drop of her products from As Ever, I ordered the cookies. I ordered the apricot spread, a bunch of stuff, right? And paid for it and everything. And then I got a message saying that the apricot spread had sold out. They refunded me and said, when it comes back in stock, we're going to send it to you for free. For free? Like, that has never happened to me. So the level of attention and customer service is beyond anything I've ever experienced. I got my apricot spread and it's so good. I cannot wait to bake with it and put it in salads and in my food. I am just obsessed with Meghan Sussex and this brand. If you haven't gotten anything from her website, you should. Thanks, Meghan. Love you.
Here's what I learned from Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex. The importance of choosing the right partner and marrying well. Choosing a right partner and creating your own lane. Self-worth and boundaries. Protecting your peace and leaving what no longer serves you. How to handle public screening. Thriving under public pressure. Staying composed through criticism. Not shrinking yourself to be digestible. Remaining confident even when they talk. Learning how to navigate through certain spaces, reclaiming the narrative of who a woman of color is. And lastly, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. You define how your story evolves.
Okay, so guys, if you know me, you know I live for a royal story. And Natasha Archer on the left here used to be Kate's stylist. She was loyal through thick and thin to Kate, and then suddenly she decided to quit her job, leave, and apparently she was following some of, Meghan's clothes and etc. and her advice in fashion. Something has happened between these two for why, Natasha had to leave. Because why would you leave your job as she's about to be the queen? Would you not want to be the queen's stylist? Like, what took place? Now, what's interesting, a couple of days ago, Natasha and her husband, Chris Jackson, both recently just announced a divorce. And it shocked people because they were together for a very long time. So what has suddenly happened in Natasha's life, where she not only had just been divorced, but she's left her main job where she worked for Kate, her right-hand woman, for so long. And like this article states, Chris Jackson and Natasha Archer, the non-royal couple, deeply entrenched in the lives of Kate and Will. deeply entrenched in the lives of Kate and Will. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Something in the buttermilk, guys, is not clean. And I feel like maybe Prince William got a little too close to Natasha. Something like this has gone on. That's why she had to leave the job. Because why would you leave a high-paid job? You've been so loyal to her. You've been so loyal to Kate. You're about to be the stylist for the Queen-to-be, and you suddenly left. She was also somebody who went to visit Kate in the hospital, for goodness sake. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. A divorce? What's going on?
Oh, I wish this full comment showed. They call Meghan and Harry dirty traitors. Oof, you're so angry. Are any of us personally affected by Meghan and Harry? No. Are any of us personally affected by the monarchy? Not in the US. If I were in the UK, I would not be happy about that archaic system, you know? And if anyone wanted to leave, I would be like, go off, king. Quite literally.
As a small mom-owned business, we are freaking out over this. Meghan Markle was recently spotted wearing our square mini locket necklace in one of her recent interviews, and we sold out less than 24 hours later. On the front, she engraved an H for Harry. On the inside, she engraved an A and an L for both of her kids' initials. During all the chaos, we were able to pull a few strings and restock that locket.
The only reliable way to get these two people to work is for Prince Harry to step out. They'll go months and months on Greek yachts and on vacation, but when Prince Harry steps out, these two are gonna lock right in. Not only did Kate Middleton surprise join William today, right before Harry stepped out to the Well Child Awards in the UK, William has set up 3 events in a week, which is more than he has done in years. And that's because Prince Harry has 3 events on the same days that William is going to also be working. So if you want to see these two out and about doing something for all of their taxpayer-funded dollars, then you better also check around for Prince Harry, because he will no doubt be somewhere near them. And this is why the royal family is so short-sighted and, let's just say, stupid. Because they could have had Harry and Meghan working part-time in a totally different country. They could have been elsewhere, not stepping on these two. But you would have gotten more work out of these two, and you would have also had access to Harry and Meghan, which are clearly the only 2 people that this whole family cares about.
I think the world owes black women an apology, and I think it all comes down to the fact that every single thing that might be deemed as ghetto or unclassy that a black woman does, I've seen all of it here in Korea. For example, I've seen girls that dye their hair yellow, red, orange, any kind of color. They're wearing weaves, they're wearing extensions. They are like I've even seen a couple wear bonnets. I've seen a couple wear, these like hair rollers, but they're outside of the salon. Like they're like just crazy, crazy shit, right? And that's something I don't even see in the States, to be honest with you. And something that I've realized in my time here is that it really comes down to the idea that the perception is completely different. So for instance, if a black woman does it in the United States, it's perceived as being ghetto and unclassy. But then over here, it's like, oh, it's chic, it's cool, it's edgy, it's different, like you're hip. And like, that's lame. Like, that's lame as hell. And, frankly, as I see how much of like black culture has been adopted by the youth here, it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because Korea in and of itself is actually quite prejudiced towards black people in general. And that's something that I've experienced a lot here in Hyundai Beach. And I wouldn't recommend it for black people at all. Like, if you want to come here because it's like a different vibe, but like in general, not really. Because here's the thing. They will listen to your music, our music. They will sit here and like say all the words, sing all the songs. They will, try to emulate the culture much as possible. But don't you get near me. Don't you get near me at all, because I want everything that you stand for, but I don't want to be associated with you, because at the end of the day, racism is still, at the forefront of all of it. and it's so corny to me, and I feel bad when I think about it more, because it's like when you hear a lot of these testimonies about a lot of women talking about, oh, how it's unfair and you know, we shouldn't be treated this way, and we're being unfairly classified or whatever. I'm starting to realize that, wait a minute, that's like the truth. It's the truth, and there's almost like a mutilation of the culture that's going on globally, and it's just lame. It's lame. Like it's so funny. Coming here in Korea has made me so unincredibly pro-black that, yeah, like I don't even know. It's crazy. I don't even know what else to say at this point. It's wild.
And to the black men and the black women that be calling me sassy and be talking about me being raised by a single black woman, I will never be ashamed that a black woman raised me. Am I supposed to be embarrassed that the most educated creature on this planet raised me? I'll be sassy for the rest of my life.
There's no such thing as a gold digger. Women are naturally expensive, so pick one in your price range and shut up. Hair, nails, skincare, clothes, makeup, none of that is free. Even that girl that you think's low maintenance, the one that's natural, you must have never had a girlfriend before, because that natural girl, she's rocking a $200 effortless look, okay? That's just the base model. You want the leather seats and the sunroof, that's going to cost you, okay? So pick one in your price range and shut up. You don't walk into a luxury car dealership and yell at the salesman because the car is more than you can afford. You get a Corolla and you mind your business, right? If she's out of your budget, that's not her being a gold digger. That's you shopping in the wrong aisle. You can't complain that champagne costs too much when you only brought beer money, okay? Stop complaining and just date within your means. That's what I do, okay? There's someone for everyone. Stop crying about women wanting too much and go find someone whose idea of a fancy night out is Buffalo Wild Wings. They're out there. I grew up with them. These are my people. But I'm from Jersey. I'm not from Monte Carlo, and that's okay.
Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Did y'all see these tabloids? These few women that I did post for y'all guys yesterday, did y'all see them? Now they're complaining. Remember the phrase that Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex threw out there on them? That these people are talking all smack about her on TV. And then behind the closed door, they are going to make her one pot spaghetti. You know, everything that she does, they do it. They went and purchased her flower sprinkles. They went, they bought the flowers. They sprinkled it on all them foods. Tried to take a picture because they thought even doing that is gonna make them like a big classy, like Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex. The classes are different. Y'all were born in inbred some families and grew up in some dirty home where y'all guys don't even know where to wash your asses. And y'all wanna sit down there and compare yourselves to some girl who was raised by a pretty black mother of California, strong, educated, and black mother. You know the definition of that? Yeah, go search it. Yeah, go Google. Yes, a respectable black mama. Ask the world how they teach their kids. You're gonna learn about what Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex actually came from. Yes, and I'm telling you, the way she came from, that's where the superior people came from. Them people who actually showed you how to wash your ass. And y'all know some stuff. You know, some stuff that I'll be saying. You know, YouTube doesn't like lots of stuff. When you're telling YouTube the truth, YouTube gets upset. And it's like YouTube is also another one. YouTube, are you racist? I'm asking you, racist. Why don't you want people to tell the truth? Why do you hate the truth, YouTube? We love you, YouTube. But stop the discrimination. Let us say what we have to say. You let the deranged say every single thing, all the heinous stuff, all the horrible stuff about black women. But when we try to level it up, everything that they say about our future queen, y'all sit down there and act like you know. YouTube, listen. Yes. So right now here, them tabloid bitches, they got so mad. They are so angry. Why would Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex say something like that? They're just criticizing me out here, but behind the closed door, they are going to buy my dresses. Well, you remember Nana Akua? Do you remember that one? Apart from her wig, all the other dresses that she tries to purchase, she tries to buy exactly the same thing like Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex. And guess what? The ones that she buys, man, they don't really, you know, they are bodies and bodies and body shapes. And there is a charisma, and there is a parrot life like 11. There is they're just parrots, you know, guys. Those parrots, they see yada yada yada. Those parrots go like yada yada. Mama, what do you say? Yada yada yada. I'm gonna yada yada myself. Yada 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 yada. That's what this one here. That out face girl. That's what she about. They will say every single damn thing about Her Royal Highness Duchess, but next thing you know, they're wearing her dress. They're gonna say anything, everything about her, and next thing you know, even Zara Tindo's wearing her shoes out here. Y'all ain't got no shame. I seen people like you. I seen people like you. I mean, well, I have. Come on, what am I talking about? People, I am a clinician, okay? I am a clinician, and I deal with people with low self-esteem all the time. Some of them are in my office. I deal with them, and they will sit down there criticize something that they can't even measure up to. Because guess what? Company likes misery. These people are so broken inside, and they want to throw it on you. Don't take him, a black queen. You are better than anybody out here who tells you otherwise. Everyone who's telling you otherwise, he is coming to learn how to fry chicken from you. Come on, screw all y'all nonsense. Shoot. You did not want her to come call you out. I told you my mama, my auntie Doran Reglan gave birth to her. That's my auntie. Yes, she is. Yeah, she gave birth to that queen. That queen, she came, she gave y'all guys the taste of y'all that medicine. And she came about this radio thing. Did y'all guys happen to watch that? She said the only thing that she misses about the UK is the radio. And then she named that radio. Can you believe she does not miss anything about that outdated monarchy that y'all guys celebrate? All that y'all guys sit down there and worship. She did not say missing anybody in that filthy family. Isn't that telling you something? Huh? It's not telling you something. It should be telling you something. Something that y'all guys praise. Something y'all guys are scared of. Something that y'all guys think came from heaven. But guess what? My queen is like nope. 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 I just missed the radio. All those people are nobody. They can't even level up to me. Those people are people with no profession. They are people with no substance. They are people with no skills. They are people with no life experience whatsoever, including their king. Somebody puts underwear on that dude. What skills does Bulliam have? None. Zero. Nada. Zip. No, Paruski. Nothing. Bunch of people with no expertise in nothing. You know? These people are so miserable. No skills. At all. All of them. You want me to talk about the mama? No, I leave the mama alone. So I like it for her. I love you, my queen. Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. God bless you. Keep it that way. You know, I told you, sister, you bring those tea, throw the shade, and you throw the real shade. And we belong to the shade department of a Sussex squad down here. Bring it on! Ha! My queen, you rock. God bless you. I'm gonna continue praying for you and come out here, open your mouth. You doing it exactly like the way I told you. I love you, girl. And Success Squad, I love all of y'all guys. I love y'all guys into pieces. And thank you for your support, all of y'all guys. Please go support all the Success Friendly channels. And do not forget to go to my king, the notorious JTB _2.0. And do not forget to hit his other page, the Night of Success on TikTok. And also his main page, the notorious JTB. Yes, that's our king. God bless you, my brother. I love you. I'm gonna talk to you guys again later. Bye for now.